Welcome back to the Deranged Angler Fishing Channel. Just wanted to give you guys a quick video to show you my fishing kayak and how you could make your own fishing kayak for about $300 or less and get you out on the water fishing. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is the kayak we started with. For the purpose of this video, I actually have two of the exact same kayaks. One is actually my brother's. He doesn't use it much, so shout out to him for letting me borrow it for this video, even though he doesn't know it yet. It is a Perception Swifty 9.5 DLX. They are about $250 retail, and you can get them at Academy or Dick's or whatever you guys have around. You could do the same thing with a kayak you even get from Walmart. They do have a few decent kayaks that are already made for fishing, and this one does come with two rod holders in the back. So I have fished with this prior to upgrading it. You could just buy it and get out on the water like this, but there are a few upgrades I think you guys would be interested in, so I'm going to show you. This is the same kayak. This is my kayak as it is upgraded. So we're going to get into this and I'll show you everything I've done to it, and all these upgrades only cost about $50, so you can do the same thing. Alright, so in the front, all I did was take my net and strap it down. It has the same strap, and then I took the actual bungee and wrapped it through right here, so you guys could do the same thing. This is just for my GoPro, so I can shoot footage. Check out my other videos if you want to see some of my fishing footage. This is a track for accessories, so I could get another GoPro mount or something else and slide it in this track, something like that. Be pretty cool. Coming down, I have one dead guy here that I've installed. I just used some pretty coarse screws, and it always seems to work pretty well. Just make sure that you might have to file it down, so that way you don't cut your leg, or just make sure it's at an angle where it won't catch your skin. Mine are fine. I never ever have hit it on my leg, so it works out pretty well. And that is going to a leash. Make sure you have lots of leashes. You want everything that you can leash. That way, if you flip, you don't have to worry about losing all your stuff in the water. This leash goes to my dry bag, so I can keep my wallet and phone, my fishing license and everything like that in there, and I don't have to worry about that getting wet no matter what. And then I attach these rod holders. These actually came with hardware, so I pre-drilled the holes, put the hardware in, bolted them down, and it holds my rod. There's actually two of those, one on each end. Works pretty well. Goes to another leash, which goes to another dead guy that I've installed right here. I actually have one on both sides of the seat. This first one I have for the rod, or for the for the paddle itself. So this other one goes to a pair of pliers, so I always have those handy. I actually found these on a beach, but you can get a pair of pliers that have a leash on them, or just add, just like that, get a little key ring and add it in there. It does come with a cup holder, that's standard, so that's nice. I also have a tie down here cleat and a tie down cleat there, and then this dead guy runs to my anchor, which is just a 5-pound weight. Some people use the dumbbell just because it grabs. If you fish in like a saltier area with a lot of sand, then you could use that. It seems to grab the sand a little better, keep it more stable, but I have never had a problem with this. And I have about 25 foot of rope, maybe 25 foot of rope, so I can go in pretty deep water, and I don't seem to ever have a problem, as long as I'm not in the middle of a large lake. Over here, this cleat is just full of rope in case I want to tie off to anything, and I can just switch sides to this other cleat if I need to, so that's always pretty handy. In the back I have the two rod holders, and then I put my tackle box here, whatever. I put a lot of stuff that I know I'm gonna need, different lures and stuff like that, in that box right there. And then I sometimes will also bring a bag and shove it down in there. The other nice thing about these kayaks is that the pedals for the feet adjust. You probably can't see, it's a little dark in there, but they actually adjust to your length of your legs, so it is nice. The only other thing that I did, which I love, is the anchor trolley system. The anchor trolley system runs all the way up from one end to the other, and then there's a midpoint. So what happens with this, as you guys may already know, is you hook your anchor to one end and you can adjust it where it is, so that way if the current is pulling you and you just have the anchor right in the middle of the boat tied off to a cleat like that, you might sit there and spin, whereas you can put, if you want to fish a certain way, you can adjust the anchor so that way it'll be out and the current's pulling you one way, and you can just keep fishing facing the same direction, and you'll just sit there and you'll barely move. Sometimes you don't even move at all, and it's really nice. All that is 3 dead guys, 1, 2, and 3, and then it probably took about 20 foot of rope there as well. And then you can use rings, or I just use things right here. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. And make sure you tie them off. I use electrical tape just to make sure the knots don't come undone, and you can adjust the rope and adjust where these are. So it's a great thing to have if you don't want it. Some people don't like it. I know my dad never uses one, although I think he's coming around to it. So that's my fishing kayak. You can do all of this for about $300 or less, or you can just buy a kayak outright. When you're looking at kayaks, just make sure you get something that's decently long and that will track well and is pretty sturdy. If you're going to be out there fishing, you want something that's going to be pretty sturdy. If you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment, tell me what you think. Let me know if there's anything else I could do to this kayak to make it better. You guys remember, keep your bait in the water, keep those lures flying. I'll see you guys next time.